Long ago, in a prosperous kingdom, lived a kind and powerful king named Aravind. Among all his treasures, his most precious companion was a wise green parrot. It wasn't an ordinary bird. It was intelligent, loyal, and loved the king like a true friend. The king trusted the parrot more than anyone in his court. The bird would tilt its head, whispering secrets of distant lands and hidden treasons directly into the king's ear. One day, the parrot returned from a distant forest carrying a glowing seed and said to the king, "Plant this seed. It will grow into a magical tree whose fruits can restore youth and grant long life." The king believed his loyal friend and planted the seed in the royal garden. He dug the soil himself, his royal hands stained with earth. He watered the plant daily. Months passed, and the tiny plant grew into a magnificent tree filled with beautiful golden fruits. One afternoon, the first ripe fruit fell naturally from the tree. As fate would have it, during the night, a poisonous cobra had bitten the fallen fruit. Unaware of this, the king decided that the first fruit was too sacred to eat himself. Instead, he sent it to the temple as an offering to God. The king ordered his royal guard to offer this fruit to the temple priest. The royal guard took the golden fruit and offered it to the temple priest. The temple priest happily accepted the king's offering. With a prayer of thanks, the priest took one large bite. Suddenly, his face contorted. He clutched his chest, gasping for air, and fell stone dead upon the altar. The news of the poisoned gift spread through the palace like wildfire, reaching the king's ears. The king was devastated. Believing that the parrot had deceived him, his grief quickly turned into uncontrollable rage. Without giving the parrot a chance to explain, he drew his sword and killed it. After the priest's tragic death from eating the golden fruit, the king believed the tree itself was cursed. Filled with grief and guilt, he feared that anyone who tasted its fruits would suffer the same fate. Determined to protect his people, he ordered the magnificent golden tree to be completely surrounded by a massive, impenetrable fence woven from thick, thorny branches. A strong locked gate was placed at the entrance, and royal guards were instructed to ensure that no one crossed the barrier. Soon, stories spread across the kingdom that the tree was deadly, and people avoided it with fear. Some days later, a prisoner was sentenced to death. Instead of a public execution, the king ordered the guard to feed him the same poisonous fruit. The frightened prisoner was forced to eat the mysterious golden fruit as punishment. Everyone expected him to die, unaware that this moment would reveal the magical tree's extraordinary secret. The old prisoner lies unconscious on the prison floor after eating the fruit. Standing beside him, the royal guard watches silently, holding the half-eaten fruit, convinced that he is dead. The royal guard left the prison. Moments later, a miraculous transformation began as the old prisoner's aged body regained youth, strength, and life, revealing the fruit's extraordinary power. The guard returned, expecting a lifeless body, but stood frozen in disbelief. Before him stood a young, strong, and healthy man, proving the fruit possessed the miraculous power to restore youth. The royal guard rushed to the palace and presented the transformed young man before the king. He narrated the unbelievable events inside the prison, explaining how the old prisoner had miraculously regained his youth after eating the fruit. The king, ministers, and the entire royal court stood speechless in astonishment. The king rushed to the magical tree and discovered a snake's marks near the tree. He understood that poison had dripped onto the golden fruit, killing the priest after the priest ate the fruit. The horrifying truth shattered the king's heart. He realized the magical fruit was a blessing, not a curse, and his grief-driven decisions had led to tragic and irreversible mistakes. Overcome with guilt, the king clutched a single green feather, remembering his loyal friend's final moments. He realized the innocent parrot had only tried to save him, yet he had killed it in haste. The king preserved the magical tree, but never tasted its fruit. Haunted by regret, he spent the rest of his life honoring the faithful parrot and warning others against hasty judgments.